Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel. Let's talk about how to make money with cryptocurrencies. Now, first I'm gonna tell you the ways I'm currently making money with cryptocurrency, and then I'm also gonna tell you some other ways that are available uh, and that you can do, or maybe you're already doing, but hopefully this video will come very useful to people who are possibly thinking of starting with cryptocurrency, or maybe didn't know some of the ways that I'm going to show you now. So the first way obviously is to mine cryptocurrency. uh, I personally started about 2 months ago, and the company I started with was Genesis Mining, and I'm quite happy with them. So far it's been nothing but great. To be honest, 2 months ago I didn't do much research. I read about on the internet. I watched few videos and some ads as well, because Genesis Mining has quite a few ads, and I decided to give it a go. And as you can see, so far I've been going quite great. For 2 months I think been doing very well, and I'm only going from strength to strength, as I'm obviously upgrading my contract almost on a daily basis, because I want to make as much profits as I can, just like anybody else. So definitely a good option. If you haven't signed up yet with anyone, Genesis Mining, I think it's a great alternative if you're thinking of making money with cryptocurrencies. Now, of course, there's other companies available like Hashflare or Hashnest. The reviews for them are also not too bad. I personally haven't tried them, so therefore I can't give you much details about them. They seem legit. They seem, that they're not here just to take people's money and disappear. But my personal choice as of right now is Genesis Mining. I also like the fact that Genesis Mining has the affiliate program where we can support each other. So far this has been nothing but great, and people have been supporting me and I'm supporting them back. So definitely, if you are not involved with cryptocurrency, this is a good way to start with. Now, another way I personally making money with cryptocurrencies is I'm mining myself as well. So I've got mining rigs. If you've been following me again, you should know that I've got two mining rigs, which are giving about 300 mega hashes of Ethereum mining, and I'm quite happy with them as well. It is a bit different than the cloud mining, because obviously here you have to build a rig, you have to be able to look after the rig, and the returns of investment are definitely slightly better than, let's say, Genesis Mining, but then the work involved is, I'd say personally, it's quite a lot more, especially when it comes to sourcing the parts as of lately, because a lot of people, are building mining rigs. Therefore, it's hard to find sometimes some parts. Rigs could fail, and even recently there were some Windows update drivers that were failing the rig. So it does require a work from the person who is building its rig and wants to make money with it. But definitely another great way of making money with mining. So either cloud mining or obviously your own personal mining rig. Now, another way that you can actually make money if you have a mining rig is you can sell your power or rent your power, pretty much the same way as Genesis Mining, the way it works. So for instance, if you see on the screen, I've got about 150 mega hashes of power. So therefore I can, let's say rent, just like Genesis Mining, let's say for a year or 2 years or whatever. I can rent this power to people, people who don't want to obviously build their own mining rig, and but they do want someone to mine for them, and they're looking for something smaller than, let's say, Genesis Mining, because they that way they feel more like on a personal level. So for instance, if I was to rent 50 mega hashes of my power to someone, we will calculate, and then of course we will have a one-on-one every day, for instance, or when they want to contact me and ask me, oh, what's my payment, or why is this, and I know quite a few people who are doing this. They are renting their rigs power to people, and of course this is people obviously with probably a bit more rigs than I have. It's not something that I've personally will be doing as of right now, but maybe something I'll be looking in the future. However, if you didn't know about this, maybe you should check it out and read a bit more about it. But it's pretty straightforward. Just like when you go to Genesis Mining and you upgrade your hash power, let's say you go to Ethereum, you say, I want to buy 50 mega hashes of power, I'm going to spend 1,450. This is the same exact thing. I can, for instance, charge someone for the 50 mega hashes, let's say $1,000 or something. There's ways that you can make money. You just have to look it for yourself and see if it makes sense. But I know people doing it. So this is another way of making money, by renting your own power of your own mining rigs. Now the next way I personally am making money is by lending on Poloniex. I have talked about this, and I'm going to go quickly into lending section of Poloniex, and I'm going to show you, let's say, my Litecoin section, because this is why I'm currently renting my Litecoins. So if you go down here, you can see that I've lended currently 10 Litecoins and a bit. I actually started about 6-7 days ago with the lending, and when I started I had exactly 10 Litecoins, and as you can see they're slowly growing, and now they're again lended. So therefore, by the time the 2 days has gone, because I've just lended them, I think it was this morning, early this morning, yeah. So after 2 days my balance will grow, and then with every 2 days, because I'm lending it currently on a 2 days basis, my Litecoin will grow more and more and more. So this is a great way of making money. This is a margin lending, so therefore your lending amounts are safe. There's no way that you're going to lose them, obviously, unless something doesn't happen to the actual Poloniex, because the lenders, the people who are lending the coins from you, cannot actually go default on you. The only thing could happen is Poloniex going down, getting hacked, or going bankrupt, and that's when you can lose your coins. But other than that, pretty safe way of making money. Really, if you haven't looked into it, feel free. I've made a video about it more in details. But another great way of making some passive income. Maybe it's not a lot, but I'm pretty much not doing anything as well for it, so why not? Of course, there's people who are making money by trading. I personally haven't done trading. It's a bit more risky, I think. Obviously, you have to be on top of the game. You have to know exactly what you're doing, and I think it's worth doing it with a bit more coins rather than just with the 10 Litecoins, because to make money you have to have money in a way. So a very good way of making money if you are not scared to take risks, if you want to do quite a bit of work, because obviously you're gonna have to follow what's happening with the coin market. You have to be prepared to buy, sell, constantly in a way, so you can obviously benefit from the rising prices of the cryptocurrencies. And when you see something going up, maybe you sell, and when you see something going down, maybe you buy. You just obviously have to be on top of the game to make money with this. And I know quite a few people who have tried, my friends, and they have got burned a bit. Obviously not with much, but they say, nah, it's not for us. Here you really need to be, game on, really, to be able to make money. Right. So this is obviously another way. So far we've covered the mining side, the cloud mining, the mining rig, lending or selling your own power. We also looked into the trading of cryptocurrency, and also lending your cryptocurrency. And as you just saw, I'm doing it, and I can guarantee you can make profits. Maybe not so much, but if I had them just sitting in my wallet, they will still make nothing for me. So even that, it's good for me. The next way that you can actually make money is, some people may say, oh, but this is same as trading. I personally don't see it same as trading. Is if you buy, hold, and sell. The reason I say it's different than actual trading is because in trading you pretty much have to do it on a daily basis, because that's what trading is, But here it's more like buying, holding, and then selling. So for instance, you've got a bit of money, and you want to buy Litecoin at 27, and you say to yourself, oh, I'm going to hold it for half a year and see what happens, then I sell. So this is also a great way of making money. There is of course risks involved, because Litecoin price after half a year or whatever you're planning to buy and hold may go down, but eventually price will always go up. What I personally say to people is that you have to say to yourself, I want to invest 1,000, let's say, dollars, and I'm going to invest it for the next half a year. So you go in, you buy it for whatever currency you want to, and you say, okay, that's it, and I'm holding for half a year, and then I'm going to sell. So obviously another great way of making money. And you know what, guys, if the price hasn't reached after half a year to the amount you want, if you don't need the money, you can continue holding until it gets to a point where you're really happy with it. So definitely another way of making money, more like investing, you're investing your money and you're holding it, your investment, and then you're selling it. Okay, so the next way of making money, guys, is by selling your services or goods. I'll show you quickly a few sites. For instance, a site like Bitify, where you can, it's kind of like eBay if you haven't heard it. It works in an auction style way, where you can sell, as you can see, anything pretty much like eBay, but here you can request to be paid with Bitcoin. So very good site. You should definitely check it out. I think it's worth for people who didn't know that actually they can sell their goods or even services for Bitcoins or other or other cryptocurrency. Another site is Purse. Again, this is a site where you can also sell your things, and of course you can get paid by cryptocurrency. Now, if you're wondering, so this is two sites where you can obviously use, but another way, of course, is if you let's say you go to Ledger Nano site, because I recently bought a Ledger Nano S wallet. So for instance, if you go to their site and you buy this, when you go down to pay, you can see that they accept Bitcoin. So obviously, if you have a product and you have your own site, let's say you're selling bags, shoes, whatever, and you have your own site, you can then get someone to obviously put the option for you to get paid by Bitcoin or Dash, but most of the time you see people getting paid by Bitcoin. So definitely a great way of making money, I'd say, because obviously it is a bit risky. If let's say today I'm buying this with Bitcoin and it's 69.60, I pay, let's say, X amount of Bitcoin. Tomorrow Bitcoin falls, unless these people immediately change this Bitcoin, they may not get 69.60. However, if you are thinking of holding long term, I think this is a very clever way, because obviously if let's say I'm paying for the 69.60 today 0.5 Bitcoins, tomorrow this 0.5 Bitcoin may be worth $200, $300. So it's actually amazing, because suddenly you could have made for your product not 69, let's say, euro, but maybe 200 euro, maybe 300 euro, because the Bitcoin price have risen. So definitely a great way to look into it. And again, as I said, another way is by selling your services. So say, let's say you're mourning, let's say you're a painter or decorator, whatever. I have seen this. People actually selling their services for Bitcoins. I don't remember the site I saw. It was a gentleman who, I think it was painter or something. I don't remember. I tried to find it but couldn't find it, where you could book his services, and he said that you could on the site, at least, it say that you can pay him with Bitcoins. So another clever way really to make money. I really think it's very clever. Yes, the price will fluctuate for Bitcoin, but eventually if this gentleman keeps those Bitcoins, he could be just like the product for the service. Today maybe he get paid X amount of Bitcoin because his service, let's say, costs $50 per hour, let's say, painting, but tomorrow if the Bitcoin is worth $200, that same amount of Bitcoin, you'd see that he made quite a lot of money by providing his services. So definitely another great way of making money with cryptocurrency. I mean, even if you go to Genesis Mining, if you are familiar with them, you know very well that you can actually pay with Bitcoin, Dash, Litecoin, and Dogecoin. So, that's an excellent way. and an excellent example as well how you can sell something, because Genesis mining is a service. They don't sell you actual products, they sell you a service, and they get paid by those coins. And when those coins price rises, actually the amount of money they made, so for instance here you buy $90, 3 mega hashes for Ethereum, you pay with Bitcoin. If Genesis mining doesn't sell the Bitcoin, maybe after a year or whatever X amount of time, they didn't sell with the 3 mega hashes for $90. For them, let's say it will be $200 or $300 because Bitcoin price have risen. So this is the ways, guys, that I know of how you can make money. I know there's some other ways. In fact, I know another way which I personally don't recommend to anyone. And for instance, if you play I know there's a Bitcoin casino where you can play casino and earn Bitcoins for it. I'm not a gambler myself, so I wouldn't go that and do that. However, there is way, and I know some people have tried it and have earned some Bitcoins from this casino, but I'm not going to advertise in this video. So if that's something you want to look into, feel free to go and do so, but it's not for me. I'm not a gambler. I don't think people can make money with gambling, so but I've just mentioned it to you, so at least you are aware of that. If you haven't heard of, there is a casino online that you can actually earn Bitcoins. Well, if there are any other ways, guys, I'm more than happy with you guys sharing with me and anybody who's gonna watch this video. So feel free to post in the comment section so we can learn something new. I'll be very grateful if you do so. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video and hopefully you learned something new that maybe you didn't know. Especially I think a lot of people wasn't aware that, for instance, they could, let's say, sell their power or their mining rigs. Well, you don't actually sell it, but rent it for some period of time. And also I think quite a few people, when I talk with my friends, they didn't know that you can actually sell your own personal goods or services and get cryptocurrency, and also the differences when it comes to when the cryptocurrency price rises, how your service or your goods you could end up earning a lot more than what you initially got for it in terms of when you exchange the currency for dollars. Definitely great things to look at. And I definitely also say very nice way of passive income. It's not a great income, it's lending your cryptocurrency. Try it for yourself. Try small if you want to, just give it a try and see if it's something you'll be interested. But as you can see, I'm personally doing it and I'm slowly earning. And why not? Otherwise, I would have these Litecoins, because I'm keeping these Litecoins. I'm not going to spending them. So therefore, I'm just keeping them. And why not make some money while I'm keeping them? Well, thank you for watching, guys. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying what I'm doing. And if you are, feel free to subscribe to my channel. And also, if you are upgrading with GNC Mining, feel free to use my code. As always, you can find it in the description section or in the comment section. And if you do that, guys, just leave me a comment with your code and I'll return the favor as quick as I can. I've got quite a few people to use their codes because they have used mine, but I'm getting through them. And if you are aware of my channel, you know that I'm not doing only the minimum upgrades, and this is why it takes me a bit longer. But as my earnings get higher and higher with each and every day, I will be able to spend more money and go through these upgrades as quick as I can and support you back, guys, because I think this is a great way, and this is why, as I said, I love GNC Mining, because we can support each other and help each other grow and start earning more and more profits. Well, thank you for watching. See you on the next one, and hopefully you're gonna make some extra money out after watching this video. Bye bye for now.